Most people have a favourite time of year, don't they? For some people it's birthdays, for some people it's Christmas, but for me it is definitely this time of year. It's calving time, and there are calves absolutely everywhere. Here at our farm in Winsford, our pedigree Hereford calves, but also at Tatton Park as well. Let's have a look. It's just a waiting game here at the park, because at the minute we're waiting for Berry, our Jersey cow, to give birth. Now, cows are pregnant for 9 months, and 9 months was last Monday, so she's well over a week overdue. But she's pretty chilled, she's alright. She's bagged up nicely. That's one of the first things we look for when a cow, when she's due to give birth, is their udder will fill with milk. And that's one of the things that happened. She's got a nice little udder, but she's not really restless or anything. One of the things you would look for is a massive just change in character and behaviour. But as you can see, she's pretty chilled out. She's here eating the grass. It's just a waiting game. Any day now. Now, as tradition dictates, usually our cows here at Tatton Park will give birth at night. So I've currently got an 8-week-old baby who's been fed through the night as well. So I could really do Berry, if you're going to give birth, daytime hours only. Yeah, like that'll work. And what's really interesting with Berry is that she's in calf to a Jersey bull, so she's going to have a Jersey calf. But we got her pregnant to artificial insemination. We don't use a bull with the Jersey cows. We buy in semen from a company called Semex. And yeah, so the bull, he's not here at the farm, he's at a stud over in Canada. But we've used his semen, and it's actually sexed semen. So it's been treated in a lab, so the sperm is female only sperm. So we know that the calf that's inside Berry is going to be a little girl. Well, it should be. So yeah, can't wait for that. So any name suggestions, let me know. I've got a few favourites at the minute. So yeah, it should be a little girl. Well, it better had be. One thing to remember, when cows have calves, or pigs have piglets, or sheep have lambs, is that they're new mothers and they can be really protective over their new babies. And actually, he's going off behind me now. Lulu's here, and somewhere scampering around is my dog. There she is. Fly's here. Now, cows can get really protective over their babies. So if you're out walking through a field and you've got your dog with you, it's vitally important that you keep your dog on a lead, and whatever you do, do not go anywhere near the cow and calves with your dog, because everything is telling that cow she's got to protect her baby. So loads of tragic accidents have happened through people walking through fields of cows with calves, and they've got a dog with them. They can be really protective. A protective cow is more dangerous than a bull, so you've got to watch for that. What's Lulu doing? She agrees. I'll come back and check Berry a little bit later on. Whilst we're on the subject of dogs and cows, vitally important at the minute that if you're out walking your dogs and you are walking through farmers' fields, if your dog goes to the toilet, has a number 2, it is vitally important that you pick up that number 2 in your poo bag and put it in the bin. Please do not leave it out in fields particularly this time of year, farmers are making silage, which is cut grass that's harvested and fed to the cows and livestock during the winter. Dog muck contains a horrible bacteria called Neospora, and if that bacteria gets into a cow after she eats the grass that it's on, the cow can abort the calves if she's pregnant and make her very, very poorly. Neospora is something that you do not want, and dog muck is the way it is transported around everywhere. So if you're out walking with your dog and it goes to the toilet, please pick it up, put it in the bin, and keep it as far away as possible from any cows or grass or silage or hay, because it can make them very, very poorly. They're like London buses, these Herefords. You wait for ages, and all of a sudden, they all go at the same time. Had a beautiful little calf this morning off Belle, one of our oldest cows in the herd. A little bull calf, a little stonker he is, drinking really well off mum. Belle's one of our eldest cows. She's had about 4 calves here in the herd before. She knows exactly what she's doing. She always rears a really good calf, so no worries on that front at all. She calved really well, all on her own. Herefords are notorious for doing that, just getting on with it, finding the corner of the field, getting on with it, and she was absolutely fine. She's cleansed well, the calf's sucking, he's had plenty of colostrum, just what we want. You can see we've got one of the bulling heifers that's mithering in the background at the minute. She'll be going to the bull this time. Now's not the time, love. Great little result here. This is Norma. And she's had twins, 2 for the price of 1. Well happy with that. Norma is one of my favourite cows here. I bought her a few years ago from a herd over in Leicestershire. Look at him peeking through there. And she's a great cow. She's very placid. She's always the one that if I've got a bucket of corn, she will turn up. She's the first in the queue. She's always the first to come inside. But yeah, 1, 2, love it. And all these calves have got the same dad, and he's a bull called Salpole Kentucky Kid. Now he's a bull, he lives over in Ireland, he's not here. We don't use a bull here at the farm, we use artificial insemination. And it works really well for us because we can use the best bulls, and we only need them for one thing, and that's their love juice. So we can buy that in, we get our cows pregnant to it. And yeah, Kentucky Kid is a beautiful looking bull, loads of length in him, loads of shape, very popular over in Ireland, and really happy with his calves this time, so I think we may be using them again. And the baby boom continues because this morning we've got another little Hereford calf off our cow here, Eternity. One of my best cows. She's a maiden heifer, so she's the first time she's given birth. So a heifer is a young cow, and a maiden heifer is a cow that's never given birth before. So that's what Eternity is. And she's had a beautiful little bull calf. And he's lovely. Now with maiden heifers, it's always really important that the cow and calf bond. Sometimes maiden heifers can give birth and think, oh my word, what is that? But actually, Eternity has done really, really well. Now, we were a little bit concerned that he'd not got enough colostrum off his mum. Colostrum is the milk that calves get off their mums, and it's full of antibodies. It's a lovely yellow, thick liquid, and it's really good for calves. We were a little bit concerned the new little lad hadn't had any, but we came in this morning, and he was here having his breakfast, absolutely loving it off his mum, so no concerns at all. We'll just keep them inside for another few days now, then pop them back outside with the rest of the Herefords to join the herd. Oh, but he's gorgeous, isn't he? And we've got to name him a name beginning with the letter S. So if you've got any suggestions, get in touch with me. Whatever happens, we can't name him after any Manchester United or Liverpool players. That's my policy. But yeah, any name beginning with S. Looks like a showman to me. He's a little belter, isn't he? He's going to be a one, this bull is. Really lovely shape to him. He's from a really good bloodline as well. Eternity is one of my best cows, and the little bull calf, his dad, is a bull called Kentucky Kid, which is out of Ireland from the Salpole herd. And yeah, he's a really good bull, so little bull calf there, he's going to be a winner. And here he is. He's gorgeous. Little bull calf, a little bit unexpected because we used sexed semen and thought we were going to have a little girl, but we had a boy instead. And he's gorgeous. Really lovely, and you can see Berry's really mothering the calf, which is what you want. You want her to build a bond with that calf so she'll protect it ultimately and feed it and make sure he's okay. But he's lovely. She's a really good mum, Berry, as well, and you can see that she's bagged up now. So we'll start doing our milking demonstrations here at the farm as well, which is great. So a little bit peculiar, as we thought we were going to have a little girl. We use sexed semen, which you can do where the sperm is treated so that only the female sperm are around. But one of the male sperm must have got through. What a beauty. And this is particularly rewarding for me because I was the person who did the artificial insemination with Berry. So this little calf down here is here because of me. We haven't got a Jersey bull on the farm because they're notoriously really dangerous. So again, with the Herefords, we do all our breeding here at Tatton using artificial insemination, where you buy the semen in, cryogenically it's frozen, you thaw it out and then put it inside the cow when she comes on heat. It's a really good way of doing it, actually. The cow's got to be on heat when you inseminate her, and she doesn't disagree with it happening, I can assure you. She's very much in the breeding mood. But yeah, a real success story. And there we have it. 1 little Jersey bull calf at Tatton Park and 4 Hereford calves so far here at the farm. 1 more to go. She's due in a few weeks' time. One of my best cows, Bonnie. Can't wait for her to calve. So yeah, might get some sleep now.